So, folks, believe it or not, it's a problem that we continue to have, the improper disposal of garbage. And this is everybody's business. Joining us now via Zoom is the Executive Director of the National Solid Waste Management Association, the gentleman who I said this morning that I rate, Mr. Audley Gordon, and he will give us an update of what's going on this holidays. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's morning time. I hope you are well, sir.
I'm well, Neville. Morning, and morning, Empress. Morning to the viewers.
Good morning, sir. Good to see you. I want one drum at the gate.
Drum at the gate has started, and I'm sure that your community might not benefit from Drum at the gate because you would have had your receptacles already. And it's good we start there. The Drum at the Gate initiative is primarily for densely populated areas where people, for one reason or the other, just fail to properly containerize their garbage and pose a lot of challenge for our crew when they get out there. They have to be raking up and bagging up, and it get delayed, and it's just a costly affair all around. So we decided that we will reach them, put a drum at the gate, encourage them to use the drum. So when my crew arrives, they can just empty the drum and move on and give us a better turnaround time. But more to it, help the aesthetic of the community and, you know, the health and, you know, the flies and stuff that associate with garbage. We could keep that down significantly if we properly containerize our garbage.
Is there a cost to the homeowner for the drum?
No, thanks to the private sector, EdgeChem and Grace Kennedy, we were able to give the first 80 drums in Greenvale in Manchester. And we hope that we can, you know, replicate that in several communities. Our budget is, well, we are really stretched very, very thin. And so to the extent that we can get the support of the private sector, the program will move more rapidly.
How many drums are you looking at? How many drums do you think you need?
Oh, we're going to need thousands of drums. There are so much unplanned settlements all over the place with garbage collection issues. We're going to need thousands of drums, Neville. I don't have a direct figure to give you here now, but I can tell you that based on just the preliminaries of what we saw in Bethel Street in Greendale, which is just one community, we will be probably needing somewhere in the region of about 30,000 drums.
Mr. Gordon, what do these drums look like? Because we were speaking earlier about driving in the morning and seeing dogs pulling down even drums, like the barrels, I should say, and lighter garbage constructed, disposal units. So what do these drums look like? Are they sturdy, or are we going to have that same problem?
Well, it's a normal drum, metal drums. We do bore a hole in them. We have several holes so that you don't have water settling in them. The stray animals will always be a problem. It is a conversation that needs to be delved in some more. I saw a lot of excitement with the horrific incident in Senton with the young man, and that's just one aspect of the challenge. They always create problems for our garbage, or right across Jamaica. They bite the bags, they scatter this thing all over the place, and it really sometimes not the fault of the house owners, the householders, because they would have put out their garbage and it got disturbed by these stray animals. But the drums are sturdier. Once a drum is put down on a flat surface, I'm not saying the stray animals couldn't disturb it, but by the time we get there, that drum will probably fill, and the more the drum fill up, the less chance of it toppling. So yes, it's about how we can collect the drum in a timely manner too, because we are never going to be putting all the blame. We don't shy away from our responsibility. Sometimes we are not as quick as we ought to go and pick up the garbage, and that creates problem too. And so in the Drum at the Gate initiative, one of the commitments that we make is that we will come for the drum every Wednesday. And that's why we do it as a pilot in that area first, and then we look at how we can expand it. Because really and truly what we want to get into is a more timely collection. But timely collection cannot be done if you don't have the adequate amount of reliable units. You can have a lot of units, but if they are not reliable, and what we have, notwithstanding the addition of some 67 new trucks in the last 4 years, we still pretty much, we are just replacing trucks, because we are retiring trucks at a fast rate too, because some of them just can't go anymore, and some, to keep them going, it's too costly for the taxpayer. What you're paying to keep them going is just not feasible at all. So it is a challenge that we have to work on, but it has a lot of other components to it. One of them is budgetary. But we need to be out there at a more timely way, in a more timely way, and we also need to be scheduling, keeping schedule. So a householder can know the drum don't have to stay outside, the bags don't have to stay outside. You can put it out this day, and we will come for it on that particular day. Right now, we are not there, and we are not there because we don't have adequate, reliable units. Some communities we are, but most of Jamaica we aren't.
So what are we going to do? I mean, Mr. Gordon, it's a cry across a lot of government agencies, and, you know, people are frustrated. We're tired of being poor. We're tired of hearing about budget issues. We're tired of the nasty garbage all over the place. We're tired to have our garbage sitting there for 3 weeks, sometimes over a holiday season, and not be collected. What can we do? I mean, there must be a visionary idea that all of us can work on to make it better and easier. If you don't, not you, if the NSWMA says every Wednesday for these drum at the gate pickups, what happens to some of us who are sitting sometimes 2-3 weeks and we can't see the truck because, as you said, unreliable units? But what do we all need to come together and do? Because it's frustrating for so many citizens.
Okay, so that frustration is shared, Empress. We too want to see the day when we have better solid waste management. The government of Jamaica had committed enterprise team and set them to work. It's going 3 years plus now, and they are looking at the way forward for solid waste management, and especially as it relates to what do we do with the garbage. What do we do with the garbage? The garbage is very rich in resource. It is not something to be just dumped and compressed into a landfill. There are good commercial value that the garbage could be put to. And the enterprise team, I know they are doing their work, and I know they are really moving along in the last few months. There are signs that we are at the beginning of the end of their work. Now, what that final product will look like, I don't know. But one thing is certain is the solid waste won't be a problem forever, because considerable amount of work is being done as we speak to put this whole solid waste management into first world condition.
So what you're saying, Mr. Gordon, is the enterprise team with the right solution could bring profit to help with the solid waste management and even the garbage collection and the units. Am I correct?
You could have a combination of that. Plus, you could also have a situation too where government only regulate a private industry. And when that happens, you will find that the budget from the taxpayer now, which is inadequate, we have to grow our economy, and that's a whole new discussion. But this inadequacy that we experience with the budget, we will not have that as a complaint in the discussion anymore, because it will not be government as it obtains now that actually deals with the day-to-day of the solid waste management. So yes, we look forward to them completing their work, but hope is on the way. I don't want anyone to despair. The men and women at the NSWMA are out every day, even in the rains. When it gets real heavy, we have to pull them, but they are out every day. And I pause here to congratulate my team, especially the sanitation workers. Right through COVID, when it peaked in any parish, they are in there daily, just the same. Wherever it is, the garbage is, they're finding it, they're going for it. And every day they're at work, and I commend them, because the truth is that they are the least to be mentioned in any debate, in any discussion. And yet, they are one of the most hardworking that you find anywhere in Jamaica, or even the world, I would say. So, yes, there is hope. We are working hard. We are coming up with initiatives in 15 communities in the northern St. Andrew Belt. We have a plastic separation initiative, which is going very well. This is where we issue biodegradable bags and ask you to put your plastic bottles and stuff in it. We don't want the plastic in the general waste at all. And so far, we are seeing great cooperation from the residents in those communities. We are so happy with the program, Empress Neville, that we are thinking now to expand it out now, to push it out now into other communities, because we are coming out of the pilot phase with that now. So things are happening. Is it happening fast enough? No.
Have to jump in, sir.
We like to see.
Have to jump in because we have to go. I wanted to ask you about the landfill in St. Thomas, but we don't have time for that, so that's for another discussion. You said that we will
landfill, yes, we have purchased lands and the discussions continue.
Yeah, I can't go there yet, but you said we will have a clean Christmas. I believe you, so stay safe and we will talk again.
We are working
God bless you, sir.
Towards that.
All right, sir. Ole Gordon, Executive Director of the National Solid Waste Management Association, as you heard, on the improper disposal of garbage.
All right, my people, more on Smile after this break. And remember, keep your place clean.